The PS Plus relaunch is less than a month away here in the US, with it launching on June 13th, and we finally got a look at some of the games that will be coming to the revamped service. So let's take a look at that list, and I'll share my thoughts on the initial lineup at the end of this video. Welcome everyone to Press Start. My name is Darcy and I hope you are all having a wonderful week. Before I get into my thoughts, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of future videos. And if you like what I'm doing, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the initial PS Plus lineup. It all really helps with the YouTube algorithm and allows me to keep bringing you guys new content. So let's get into that list. So first off, of course, we have the PlayStation Studio games that are coming to the service, and some of the big ones that of course jump out to me: Bloodborne, Days Gone, Death Stranding and Death Stranding Director's Cut, Demon's Souls, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, God of War, the Gravity Rush games, Horizon Zero Dawn. Just kind of scrolling down a little bit, of course, you have Marvel, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. That one is the PS5 and PS4 version, which is great. You have Matterfall. The big one for me, of course, Returnal. I love that one. So if you've been around the channel or you know me, you know how much I talk about Returnal. The Last Guardian, Last of Us Remastered, and Left Behind, as well as the Uncharted games. Taking a look at the third-party ones, we got Ashen, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Control, the Far Cry games, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Mortal Kombat 11, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Soul Calibur 6. I love fighting games, so of course I'm going to point out the two fighting games on the list. When it comes to the classic games, though, these ones are a little lacking. Just kind of ones that jump out to me: Siphon Filter, the PS1 version, of course, Tekken 2, and then of course on the remasters list. So these are the ones that you could download on the PS4 in the original PS Now. Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits, the Dark Cloud games, Hot Shots Tennis, the Jack games, Rogue Galaxy, and Wild Arms 3. And then for the third-party publishers, you have BioShock Remastered, Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, and Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. Now, when it comes to the PS3 games, of course, they don't have emulation yet, so this has to be through streaming. So your internet is needing to be good for this, I would say, because of course there is going to be some latency as you play these games. But the first one that jumps out to me is Demon's Souls. It's the PS3 version, of course, so I guess those that don't have PS5 can play this, but it's still weird since you have the PS5 version up higher on the list. The Hot Shots Golf games, Infamous, the Ratchet and Clank games, and I actually really like Super Stardust HD is on here as well. For the third-party ones, though, I really love this list: Azura's Wrath, Castlevania, Lords of Shadows 2, Devil May Cry HD Collection, Enslaved Odyssey to the West, Fear, Lost Planet 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare. Now, the game trials list, it has came out that PlayStation is going to require this if at wholesale the game is going to retail over $34. So I am sure this list is going to grow very quickly, but at least on the early look, we have a look at Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, Horizon Forbidden West, Cyberpunk 2077, Farming Simulator 2, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and WWE 2K22. Now, when you're asking how are these games going to get added, well, we already got a look at that too. So for PlayStation Plus Essentials and the upcoming tiers, there will be the monthly refresh on the first Tuesday of each month, as has been in the past, and this will be of course the PS4 and PS5 games that are added to the service, as well as what games those essentials and top tiers can get downloaded for free with their service. Now, when it comes to the extra, premium, and deluxe edition, these are going to be done in the middle of the month as well, and this will of course be the ones that you can download as well as stream via the subscription service. Now, when it comes to the service dates, as I said, here in the North America, it's going to be June 13th. That'll also be for South America, but for the other countries, you have Asia will be May 24th, Japan June 2nd, and then Europe, Australia, and New Zealand on June 23rd. Now, for the last piece of news, that's actually coming from Ubisoft, and that is Ubisoft Plus is coming to PlayStation, as well as a Ubisoft Plus Classic that will be on the PlayStation Plus relaunch. And that's going to be, of course, a curated number of games. It's going to start off with 27 titles and grow to 50 by the end of 2022. Some of those games I did make mention before, but just to re-highlight them, there's going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you'll have For Honor, some of the Far Cry games, South Park games, The Crew, The Division, and finally, Watch Dogs. I will leave a link to the blog post down in the description below so you can go check out the full list, as well as a link to PlayStation gift cards over on Amazon. If you use that link, you do help support the channel. So my first reaction when I saw this list is that there are a lot of great games on this. Of course, this is not a Game Pass killer, but it is supposed to be an extra offering that is for those that maybe doesn't have an Xbox or a PC to use Game Pass. And what I see here, it looks like it's a great list. There's a lot of variety, a lot of first-party titles, especially Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, which I actually did not expect to be on this list, makes it for a good service for those that maybe haven't dove into those games. The thing I feel is lacking though is some really good AAA RPGs. Now we did have some on there with Final Fantasy 15, and of course in the Classics Edition having Wild Arms 3, Rogue Galaxy, things like that, but you know, it's not really having a lot of more modern RPGs currently on the list. But the biggest takeaway is to remember, this is an early look at the game. This is not the full list. There is supposed to be some 400 plus titles on there, and I'm sure if you added up all these titles currently, we're nowhere close to there. So as we get closer to the launch, maybe we'll see more. If not, then we'll find out as soon as this launches. Of course, again, here in North America on June 13th. But what do you think of the list? What's the big ones that you are looking forward to play, or what are some that you feel were left off the list that you're a little disappointed about? Please let me know down in the comments below. But that's all that we have for this video. Once again, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and leave that comment down below. Also, hit that subscribe button and consider hitting the bell so you can be notified of every time that I post. Thank you once again for tuning into this video, and remember, as always, your gaming news starts right here.